Today on CCX News, preventing light rail woes, the new legislation that aims to keep costs in check and the Blue Line extension project on schedule. The Southwest Light Rail line is almost a decade behind schedule and $1 billion over budget. To prevent the same issues for the Blue Line, the legislature created new oversight provisions. This year's transportation bill requires MnDOT to be more involved in light rail transit projects moving forward. The agency will have a hand in developing contracts, cost projections, construction bids, and schedules. Minneapolis Senator Scott Dibble told CCX News he added the provisions after seeing issues with the Southwest line. He said he hopes it makes upcoming projects more accountable to the public. Some new additions to the Robbinsdale police force come at a needed time. The city swore in 3 new officers, but getting to this point wasn't easy. Robbinsdale Chief Patrick Foley said it took about a year to get the officers sworn in due to the extensive hiring process. With the new hires, Robbinsdale is still 8 officers short, as the city is budgeted for 27 total officers. Now for some fitness motivation. Today we meet a Plymouth man who lost weight after starting a fitness program. As Delene Cleveland reports, it's proof a little discipline and hard work can go a long way.
The life of an airline pilot has its pros and cons.
It's a very sedentary lifestyle, sitting and traveling all around the country at different hours of the day through different time zones.
Chris Cape of Plymouth is a pilot for one of those airlines. Every 6 months, he's required to get a health checkup in order to continue flying.
When you go to the doctor, there's the potential they could say your heart isn't in the right condition, or your weight is, your BMI is too high, or whatever.
In 2019, he realized he needed to change his fitness habits in order to pass that health exam.
Good.
So he enlisted the help of personal trainer and nutrition coach Nehemiah Owusu to do something about it.
So we started out working on his mobility, improving his imbalances, teaching him basic movement patterns to build that foundation and base.
Together, the two developed a workout routine that Cape could fit into his busy lifestyle. Over the course of 18 months, Cape accomplished his goal.
He ended up losing 30 plus pounds, decreasing his body fat percentage by 12%, and passing all his yearly health checkups with flying colors.
That was in 2020. But 4 years later, he's kept the weight off.
Stay focused, dig deep.
In large part because he keeps up with his training sessions and he hasn't strayed from his nutrition plan.
It's a real lifestyle change. So I have an app that I track every calorie that I do every day.
While this method may sound daunting,
Good posture there.
Owusu says it's something anyone can do, even if you don't have the money or time to pay for a trainer and nutrition coach.
A walk around the neighborhood is free. Doing body weight exercises at home is free. Finding online workout routines is free.
In other words, when there's a will, there's a way. Just ask Chris Cape.
I'm even shocked sometimes. I'm in better shape and I feel better today at 46 than I did when I was 25.
In Plymouth, Delene Cleveland, CCX News.
Coming up this Memorial Day through next weekend in Crystal, a pair of Shooting Stars productions. In Weekend Showcase, photojournalist Dustin Scholl takes us to Elysian Playhouse to show us the story behind the story of both Cinderella and Matilda Jr.
And then we got trophies.
Shooting Stars production version of Matilda Jr. is a little bit different from what you have seen on Broadway. We have our own specific things that we add to it.
Ooh, we have a jump rope for Amanda. Where's Amanda?
One of the things that we do is we have a lot of props.
We put a lot of effort into the show, and just everybody's work is just amazing.
Ever since the day comes up, the umbilical cord is been clean as no one here for a miracle like me.
I like singing and dancing and doing lines, and I love that musicals give you a chance to do all of it.
We both get to be in a play together.
When I grow up.
Matilda is a very witty, humorous show.
My mommy says I'm a lousy little worm. My daddy says I'm a boy.
And also, it does have some deep, dramatic points that will hopefully captivate audiences and make them think.
This is Cinderella gown.
The prince is giving the ball. The prince is giving the ball.
The unique part is that all these kids are playing with a special adult. We've been with them the whole entire time, and so it's really just a great bonding experience that you don't see very often.
It is so much fun. My favorite part is just getting to spend some time together and enjoying watching her blossom.
I feel
like it's definitely different than the real Cinderella. It has the same characters, but they're playing kind of like a different format.
I think one of the best parts is that the kids are all the leads, and we're the ensemble. All the kids, every one of them has a lead role, and all of us get to just support them.
It's really fun because she's by my side and she can help me when I'm doing stuff wrong and stuff.
The prince is giving a ball.
Performances run through June 2nd. We'll have more details on tickets and showtimes at ccxmedia.org. Finally, this segment, honoring those who gave the greatest sacrifice. We'll leave you with the sights and sounds from the City of Plymouth's Memorial Day event held Friday.
2.5 million Americans served in the Vietnam War. 58,000 plus died. Safety, as it turned out, was about as rare as roses in the desert.
Memorial Day is truly a time to honor the memories of those who have made this ultimate sacrifice for our country.
Without a moment's hesitation, my brothers in arms specialist, Hobie Bradfield, and Private First Class Eric Woods rushed to my side. Weeks later, in another fierce battle, these courageous men made the ultimate sacrifice.
They sacrificed so that we could know peace.
I'm home. I'm finally home. And thank you for your service. Thank you for your service. And my response, you are most welcome. You are most welcome.
We're to the home stretch of the high school track and field season. Here's Jay Wilcox with highlights from day 2 of the Northwest Suburban Conference meet.
And they're off at the Northwest Suburban Conference track finals in Elk River. Girls 4x800 relay, Centennial holds off Maple Grove down the stretch to win by just over 2 seconds. It's incredibly close at the finish of the boys 4x800, and Blaine in the inside lane edges Champlin Park and Anoka for the top spot. In the boys 110 hurdles, Anoka's Afana Ebekwe edges Linton McPherson of Osseo for the top spot. McPherson later wins the 300 hurdles. A great finish in the girls 1600 meters. Centennial's Kylie Nelson edges Caitlin Osenai of Armstrong by 1/10 of a second to take the win. In the boys 1600, Osseo's Cade Sandvik has plenty left in the tank as he holds off River Santiago of Blaine to get the win in 4:17.77. Champlin Park's girls race to the win in the 4x100 relay in 47.82 after taking second in the 4x2. To field events, and this is the winning long jump for Tenek Yantambwe of Champlin Park as he goes 22 feet 3/4 of an inch to win. Girls triple jump, and Kiara Lakandwa of Champlin Park is the top local, placing 4th. Jay Wilcox, CCX Sports.
Just 2 local teams compete in the Lake Conference, Hopkins and Wayzata. They competed with some other really good athletes at the conference meet Thursday.
St. Michael Albertville High School, home of the state meet, hosting the Lake Conference Championships. Let's start with the field events, and Wayzata's Katie Kelsenberg in the discus. A great throw here, topping 136 feet. She'd later throw 139.9 to win the event by over 20 feet. Her teammate Avery Fullerton Anderson finished second. Boys shot put, Wayzata's Manny Wilson. The senior with a toss here of 52 feet, 6 3/4 inches. He finishes second in the event as the Trojans place 2, 3, and 4 in the shot. Boys pole vault, Cody Myers of Wayzata clears here. His best vault of the day, 12 feet, 11 inches. He finishes third. Teammate Cody Myers was second. To the track and the girls' 1600 meter run. Sydney Drevlo of Hopkins, the outstanding junior distance runner, wins in 4 minutes, 58.23 seconds. Lila Golem, Maddie Gullickson, and Allison Clayman of Wayzata finished second through 4th. Boys 1600, Tyler Voss of Minnetonka and his sunglasses take the chip. Voss wins in 4 minutes, 17.51 seconds. Landon Herring of Hopkins is the runner-up, 2 seconds back. The Minnetonka boys win the meet. The Skippers girls are team champions as well. Claire Kohler is the 300-meter hurdle champ. She also won the 100 hurdles. Jessica Howe of Wayzata finishes second here in the 300. Section meets take place across the state next week.
The Maple Grove and Champlin Park girls lacrosse teams are having outstanding seasons. They met up in a key clash this week.
Northwest Suburban Conference girls lacrosse title on the line Wednesday as unbeaten Champlin Park visited Maple Grove. First quarter, the Rebels' Annabelle Johnson on the run, fires a shot and scores, her 34th of the season, and Champlin Park leads 2-0 less than 4 minutes into the game. But the Crimson come back. Champlin Park turns the ball over on the clearing attempt, a couple of quick passes, and then Riley Dunn shoots and scores her 39th goal of the season. Maple Grove down 2 in the second quarter. Third quarter, the Rebels' Reese Hagenbart gets inside the defender and is free. She shoots high into the Crimson net for a goal. It's a 2-goal lead again for Champlin Park at 7-5. But the Crimson allow just one more goal the rest of the way while scoring 4 more times themselves. And here's the game winner. Lillian Iverson off the pass from Sosie Van Witt converts with just over 3 minutes to play. Maple Grove wins 9-8. They finish 8-0 in Northwest Suburban Conference games, while Champlin Park finishes 7-1 in the league. John Jacobson, CCX Sports. Find more prep sports games and highlights at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.